the second major prophetic fulfillment in our generation, is the recapturing of Jerusalem in 1967. This was fulfilled during the Six-Day War, in which Israel was supposed to be wiped off the face of the earth by its enemies. Come on, church. What's my two favorite words? In June of 1967, Israel came under attack from Jordan, Egypt, and Syria. Miraculously, Jerusalem was captured by the Israelis on June 7, 1967, in only 6 days, though the Jews were greatly outnumbered. During the miraculous Six-Day War, when Israel captured the Temple Mount on June 7, 1967, let me ask you a question. How many of you, I'm not trying to give up your age, but how many of you were alive in 1967? There's hands up all over this house. Jesus said, what? In that generation, when you see Judah, we are that generation. My God. Jesus said that generation that sees the beginning of these things shall not pass until all of them are fulfilled. So on June 7, 1967, we have another slide, Caleb. Shlomo Goren, who was the chief rabbi, and he also carried the military rank of major general, blew his shofar at the Temple Mount, and he prayed, and then he made a statement. This is his statement, and I quote, "The age of Mashiach is upon us." Now, any student of Bible prophecy will tell you that these two events, Israel becoming a nation in 48, Jerusalem once becoming under the rule of Israel, 1967, are the two most important fulfilled prophecies to date. Our God keeps His word, and He keeps it in His timing. Come on, somebody give Him a praise in the house. So why is it important for Israel to claim Jerusalem? Watching this Olivet Discourse, we're going to look at Luke chapter 21, which is Luke's version of the Olivet Discourse. In verse 21, it says, "Then let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains. Those in the city get out, and those in the country not enter the city." Now, what Jesus is speaking of here is the abomination that causes desolation. We've studied that. That's when Jerusalem is going to be under siege with the Antichrist. They are going to come, and they're going to destroy and completely decimate the new temple that's going to be built. The Antichrist will stand up and proclaim himself to be God. Jesus says, when that happens, get out of Dodge. Verse 22, "For this is the time of punishment and fulfillment of all that has been written. How dreadful it will be for the pregnant women and nursing mothers. There will be great distress in the land and wrath against this people. They will fall by the sword," Revelation 13, right? That's halfway through the tribulation period. The Bible says you don't take the mark of the beast, off with your head. I'm just telling you what the Bible says, y'all. Don't kill the messenger. I'm just bringing you the message. Verse 24, "They will fall by the sword," Revelation 13 once again, "and will be taken," watch this, "as prisoners to all nations." In other words, a one-world government. Y'all with me? Jerusalem will be trampled on by the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles are fulfilled. So at some point, according to this prophecy by Jesus, Jerusalem would have to be in the hands of the Jewish people again so that the Gentiles can trample it. And they reclaimed it in 1967. We are that generation. It's irrefutable, church.
To every nation, to every generation, to all creation, to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ.